the scrutiny is very difficult to find out to a startup. I might have done a screening almost 4,000 startups by now. And out of that 4,000 startups are very few numbers of startups we have it into our portfolio. So a lot of startups get rejected on the very early stage of time only where they don't have real clarity what they are building it up. So I would appreciate, be ready with your all vision, mission, roadmap, everything, then any and everyone will support you. People come and say, कि भाई आपके पास तो गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट्स है ना, give it to us, it's a free of money. It never happened like that. It's not a free of money. We are also answerable to someone. Correct? We are also like, we are observing to the startup their milestones and everything, and then only we release the funds to them. But it's never, it's a free money. And I will tell everyone, till you are alone and you are building your things, it's very good. The day investor come on your cap table, I never tell anyone they are the investor or they are the venture catalyst. They are vultures. If they are on your cap table, that means you are screwed up. You have to like push yourself very hard to fulfill now investor vision, not your vision. So make sure if you are taking an investor also on board, take on your terms if it works out. Right? So I'll end it over here. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kiran. You just reminded me, with all you covered, you just reminded me of one of the screening sessions, right? This was the product which was in cybersecurity, a very promising product, which has a proven market and internationally. But when it came to the discussion on the valuation, the founder had a very different view on the valuation. The amount that they were asking was not too much, but on the valuation that he was asking, and he was not ready to budge on that. So even if everything is in point, if you do not have the numbers, the basics in place, even after making, even after anchoring yourself internationally, the funding will still remain a far cry. Thank you, Kiran. We move to Nishaji.
Thank you, Namamita.
Nishaji, we have seen how to secure the funding from a platform like this. Now imagine, yes, we have the funding, we have everything ready, and then suddenly I want to increase, I want to expand my business in Oman or Germany, right? Even if we do not take geographies in specific, we want to hear from you how to make this happen, how to make this international routing of business happen.
Thank you, Namamita, and thank you for the question, which is mainly related to foreign direct investment. So I will tell you about myself first. My name is Nisha. I am from Pune. My education background is in agriculture, and I have done masters in agribusiness management, and my current experience into foreign trade and foreign direct investment. So as Namamita said, that if company want to expand on international level, so out there are multiple free zones, special economic zones. Their government provides support to establish a company or set up a manufacturing plant, or you can either set up a business unit or joint collaboration or joint venture with their companies. If you have technology, their free zones are more welcoming for you to establish your company in another free zones. So it varies from country to country. Each country have their different incentives, taxations, rules and regulations. But as India is being doing free trade agreements with countries, so that's benefiting out of it. And they are more encouraging emerging entrepreneurs, agriculture entrepreneurs, then women entrepreneurs. So the delegation which I have taken before, so the mixed group of having emerging entrepreneurs, let's say there were 2 companies were there, so they were 20 years old, the boys. We have started the companies in agriculture, agri-tech, and they are now in discussion with the GCC government to establish their companies and set up a manufacturing plant in GCC, and they will be operating from there. And also they are encouraging women entrepreneurs into export. So I had 24-year-old student, she's into export now. And when we got back, she sent 2 containers, entire containers of grapes from Nashik region. So this is how the international government are supporting for categorized entrepreneurs. So I will encourage all the students to get into this, start exploring ideas in which technology you can think about it, or you can explore the opportunities together. And as I'm being connected with the different chamber of commerce, then free zones, then ministries and embassies of India, Indian missions in abroad. So we, on daily basis, we get from their side inquiries like, this is what this government is seeking. So I circulate amongst the students or the universities or the group, agriculture groups and other sectors as well. So that's how they get benefited out of it. Now, one of the companies in agriculture fertilizer, it's an organic fertilizer. They are currently exploring to establish a manufacturing plant in GCC. So I'm helping them out to establish it there. Already organic fertilizer is well driven in GCC as they are being in developing in agriculture. So this is definitely going to help them. And as India being prominent agriculture player, so they are currently exporting on high level in other countries. So yeah, so my advice to these students that start exploring ideas in different sectors, not only agriculture, but start exploring ideas. There are millions of doors open for you, for your ideas, and they're being more welcoming for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, right from there we need to hear you, Swetaji. So not just funding, even the development, right? In India, yes, we do have, we all know that MSME contribute mostly to the GDP. However, they remain the unsung heroes. They remain the forgotten ones. So we have so many MDP programs, everything very beautifully crafted for the corporates because they have the funding and the budgets, but MSMEs are largely ignored. So what is your view and how do you contribute to that area?
Yes. First of all, thank you, Nambumita ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to speak, and thank you for the question. So basically, I'll talk about my background. I come from an economics background, and I've been working in the MSME space for the past 5 years. So I started my career by working with the government of Tamil Nadu on TANSIM, which is basically Tamil Nadu Innovation Mission for Startup Entrepreneurs, and eventually moved to working with Hak Darshak, which is a scheme specialist in government schemes for MSMEs. So my large core expertise is understanding government schemes and also the reaching them to the MSMEs across the country. And right now I have helped about 500 to 1,000 entrepreneurs to get awareness about various government schemes that are available to them. So as we know, we have been talking about the conundrum on the credit gap, which is about 69.3 trillion right now, which is the requirement by about 63.3 million MSMEs, which are currently there in our ecosystem. So the number is quite huge, and only 15% of them is being met by the traditional financing, which is through government banks, right? So the large entrepreneurs don't know what is there in store for them in terms of MSME schemes largely. And so I have developed some entrepreneurship development programs and awareness programs for these MSMEs who don't know about largely the micro and the small entrepreneurs who have their turnover less than 50 crores. So that would be my take. And some of the government schemes that you all can explore is the Mudra scheme, which we all know provides funding up to 10 lakh. And right now in the budget, we also learned that the funding has increased to 20 lakh. And that is something so Mudra loan is not just provided by traditional banks. So everybody thinks that Mudra loan is something that is provided only through traditional funding. But right now the MSMEs and other fintech platforms are also coming in to provide Mudra loan. So not just to small entrepreneurs, but also to micro and nano entrepreneurs. So right now the research has also been going that we have to not only call micro, small and medium enterprises, we have to rename it as nano, micro, small and medium enterprises. And the research, I'm also closely working with some of the institutes to reframe the terminology for the ministry as well. And so in this segment, we have largely explored the government schemes. So some of the schemes that are there for startups and MSMEs are the credit-linked capital subsidy scheme, which provides technology-oriented startups and MSMEs to provide them with subsidy and government funding. So one is the Mudra loan, and the lot of MSMEs are trying very difficult to get collateral for their business. So say Mudra, PMEGP, we have Stand Up India, which is a standalone women entrepreneur scheme, which provides a funding between 10 lakh to 1 crore for all women entrepreneurs and SC/ST entrepreneurs as well. And that is one funding I've provided to more than 10 plus women entrepreneurs who have got the funding in their hands, and right now they are very successfully doing their business. So that is one of the funding options that all the entrepreneurs can take up. And another platform that is there for everybody is the government e-marketplace. So as we know, there's not just Amazon and Flipkart, but we also have the GEM portal, which is called as the government e-marketplace, which is basically the procurement of goods and services by the government. So government basically